So today I want to talk about how the Russian army survived their dark winter in World War II and how you can utilize this knowledge to save yourself in our dark winter. What's going to happen is a lot of people will not have winter clothing available to them, or they won't be able to afford it. And one thing that I think is going to happen is you'll have stores that have clothing and food in them, but nobody will be able to afford to buy it. So what we're going to do is look at these Russian uniforms. I got these out of Ukraine from a business I did a lot of business with there about a week before the war started last year. And these are surplus military Russian goods that the Ukrainian army had. And what happened is this is a very simple winter garment. These are made out of cotton. They're quilted. In the Russian army, you had a field coat. You had a pair of quilted pants. And then some soldiers were also issued a quilted vest. This quilted vest is just as heavy as the quilted coat. Now these had minimal pockets in them. They were very easy to produce, and they produced these in small workshops by the millions. And what they did is paired a poncho with this, so when they were in cold, wet conditions, it would preserve and keep the cotton quilting dry. This was also copied and used by the Communist Chinese Army in Korea during the Korean War, where the conditions were even more severe. Now, one thing I want you to think about is you can take a coat that fits you right now, and you can take material and you can sew it to the outside of that coat in the sleeves and quilt it. So you can use this technology at home, even if you only have a needle and thread, and you can quilt an existing coat to raise the insulation level of it. Because all they did here is they started with a piece of cloth on another piece of cloth, and they would put whatever insulating material they had in a strip, and then they'd sew it. And then they'd put another strip of insulating material and sew it. So right now you could go to the Goodwill, you could buy a whole bunch of old flannel shirts, cotton t-shirts, whatever you could find, and you can cut them into strips, and you can quilt it into a coat or a vest. So the other thing you could do is you could take a shirt and make yourself a quilted vest. These are very warm. I experimented with a lot of military stuff over the years. These are extremely easy to make. You can make them at home. And if you do the quilted pants, the quilted vest, and the quilted coat, this will handle any temperature conditions in the U.S., including Alaska. So this is something to keep in mind. You can make this yourself at home if you need to. So please comment, rate, subscribe. We'll see you on the next video.